Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you're watching. Welcome back to Phasmophobia. We are in like the last leg of the Blood Moon event. Let me see how much time. 1 day, 3 hours, 58 minutes. It has been completed, so be sure to log on and go click on your totem here. It's very loud and obnoxious, but it gives you the cool reward of having the Blood Moon event trophy and the Blood Moon event weather, which is rainy, laggy, but red. So cool beans. Now, there was going to be like a very super special surprise for this episode. Unfortunately, we are experiencing some technical difficulties. I promise it wasn't somebody with anger issues. We just had the controller that works on the Xbox Series S wasn't kaput. So there's a new one coming, and we couldn't do the special super secret surprise that's coming up. So for now, let's go into, we are in single player right now. I really want to go enjoy some more of the Blood Moon event. Let's go with Grafton Farmhouse. Enjoy this because there's a little bit of time left on it. Don't worry, you guys will have game audio shortly. I just hate having the game audio on when we're in the lobby because that stupid totem is so obnoxiously loud. So yeah, let's get into it. All right, we have arrived at Grafton Farmhouse. Before we begin though, I have noticed there is like 150,000 different creators doing beginner guides. The biggest piece of advice I can give is if you're brand new, go do the tutorial first. And then if you go open up your journal, start from the very first page, all the information you're ever going to need is going to be in your journal right here. The information about how you lose sanity, you're going to have the tools that are all being used, digital camera, smudging, all that stuff has got a description in your journal at all times. So be sure to go check that out. And this has a section about the cursed objects you can definitely check out. But also, if you are really interested in being more or less of a completionist, I personally haven't done it, but the monkey paw, found wishes. When you get to this tab, go to the asylum, the full mental asylum. That would be Sunny Meadows. And you can find the wishes on like little ID tags hidden around the map. There are guides on like Reddit and stuff like that to check out. Gathering evidence, it has all the information about gathering evidence. So yeah, if there's any questions you have, please drop it in the comments. Or there's a lot of great resources with Google and Reddit and stuff like that that'll give you pretty much the up-to-date information. But yeah, the case that we're doing right now, Robin Taylor. And as I said before, when it's a female name, it's not the game or anyone being sexist. It's just there's female adults and there's possible kids and creepy crawlies that like to bite your ankles. The male names tend to just be the adult ghosts. So yeah, we might be dealing with an ankle biter, which is the creepiest version of ghost. So yeah, detect the presence with a motion sensor, have a member of your team escape the ghost during a hunt, and prevent the ghosts from hunting with a crucifix. Easy peasy. So yeah, I like to go in with my thermometer, my camera, and we'll go in a crucifix just to prevent the early hunting. Bada bang, we're going to take our night vision with us just in case we need to see. The flashlight is much more dramatic when it comes to like the environment being spookier and stuff like that. But once you get to like the higher tier levels, and maybe we'll just go look for like the bone and stuff with the night vision, find the ghost room, we'll come back with the flashlight, get that really creepiness going on. So you're not creepy at all. Anyhoozle, that caught me off guard. The path I like to take on most maps is to come through and go directly towards a breaker box. So the first breaker box spawn location of this map happens to be in here. This door is wide open. That kind of leaves me creepiness vibes here. So yeah, the ghost is not in any of this section. So the path I take pretty much just like has like a nice loop that'll bring me towards all the fuse box locations. And as I'm doing so, I'm just checking the ambient temperature here. And I know that the night vision is not the prettiest thing when it comes to being a video on YouTube, but you know what? Just for the gigs, we're going to start off with the night vision. I like to do my initial sweep with it. And our first cursed object will be the Ouija board. Let's go switch over to the camera, take a picture of that. And the cool thing about the Ouija board is we can ask it where the bone evidence is. But for now, let's get our thermometer back out. We have this breaker box right here. So we have found it, but I'm not 100% convinced this is the ghost room. It's not. The temperature dropped 1 degree. And as we're cruising along here, with the Blood Moon event, I am looking for the totems, but I am also looking for the bone evidence. We found the cursed object. We found the breaker box. So we are well on our way to have the ghost established and start finding out what the heck it is. Aha! And just like that, we have a rib cage in the bedroom. That's That's a good place to keep the remains of your loved ones, I suppose. So as I'm cruising on through here, I am turning on lights as I go here. Let's get rid of the nods real quick. Ooh, spooky. So if you turn on the lights as you go, like in the major traffic areas, you're just going to lose a little bit less sanity than you would whenever you're cruising around in the dark. Turn on the light. Ooh, we have a blood moon totem, but we do not have the ghost room yet. And the current settings I have, the ghost does not change its favorite room. The reason for that is I don't like to be spending my entire rounds like searching through a house over and over again just to find out where the ghost is living. So I hear another blood moon totem. Sweet, get a picture of that. These blood moon totems are sweet, fantastic for just like easy, quick 3-star photos. So the temperature is going up a bit with the breaker box on, which is just fine because we're looking for cold temperatures, like distinctly cold. Once you see it, you'll know it. And unfortunately, that really just leaves us with one of the more creepier rooms in the house. Where's the light switch? Is the light switch not here? Night vision, where are you? Here it is. Here it is. Sweet, fantastic. We have cold breath in here, which is not at all an indication of freezing temperatures. It is an indication that the temperature has dropped and the ghost is currently living in here. Right, Robin? Ooh, I remembered her name. I'm in trouble. Anything of significance going on? No objects really been tossed around too much. Our crucifix is down. That's the first thing I like to put down just to make sure that if my sanity is pretty low, that the ghost is not going to try to hunt me sooner than I'd intend. So I'm going to go scoot on back down to the truck here, and we're going to start hauling equipment back and forth. Once the equipment's in there, we'll start going through our ghost hunt. And turn this back on. Oh, that's right. The dingus knocked out the flipping lights. Up next, I like to bring in the book, by the way, just because this is one of those pieces of evidence that sometimes needs a while to cook. So the longer the book's in there, it's a passive piece of evidence gathering, so I can just drop it in there, haul equipment back and forth from the truck, come back and see if the ghost is written in here. The next I like to bring is the crucifix. I like to make sure the room is covered in crucifixes. That way, if an early hunt happens, you know, it'll just eat up a crucifix and won't actually hunt me. Go away. I don't want you. And into the creepy abyss we go. All right, so now that we have our second crucifix, if you see the radius, the little white shadowy radius there, this is the range of the crucifix. So I'm going to put it right here to cover this half of the room. I don't have my camera on me, you dingus. Get back here. Where are... Darn it. Too slow on that photo, right? Might count as an interaction, though. 1-star interaction. I want 3 stars, baby. Get rid of that. We found the light switches right here. You stay over there in your little area. So what we're going to do is just keep checking temperatures. 1.4 degrees, 1.2. And one thing that Big Mama pointed out that I did not realize in the patch notes of recent is if you have a temperature that is below 1 degree, especially if you're using centigrade like I like to, that typically will mean freezing temperatures is on the horizon and you can count that as freezing temperatures. But we'll go more into that whenever we come across it. Throw down the EMF reader just for the gigs. I hear ghost writing. That's why this game is fantastically fun. No. Fantastically fun with headphones because Buzzinga, you get to hear things. So with the ghost writing, if you look at the photos I took, it's considered an interaction if it's shortly after the... another example. If I take a picture of the cross as it's burning, it's an interaction. I like to wait until the sparks kind of vanish a little bit. Take another photo, it's considered a burnt crucifix. And since the ghost writing was an interaction, if I take a picture of that afterwards, it becomes ghost writing actual evidence. Sweet, cool beans, fantastic. Now the high-pitched squeal was an EMF 5. Another cool little piece of evidence there. Spirit, shade, or myling is what we're narrowing it down to. So now that we're at this stage, I'm going to go cower back in the truck for a little bit, do a little truck jockey action. Oh my goodness, the crucifix is being eaten up alive. Now, for somebody who's played a while, I'm not worried about a hunt. I know where the hiding spots are. I know what I need to get through the hunt. Not overly concerned. I know I got time left on my crucifixes. But if you are like kind of newish to the game and you really don't want to be hunted immediately, take your sanity medication. It's always going to be on this table. That will help you out a lot. Now, bonus objectives. I got to bring up a motion sensor. But since I have 2 pieces of evidence already, I can start to narrow down. I got 3 ghosts and I have 5 pieces of available evidence. So what I'm going to do If it's ultraviolet, it's a myling. Freezing temperatures would be a shade. Dots projector. See how no ghosts are available when I select dots projector? That means dots is not going to be a piece of evidence I'm concerned about. Same with the ghost orb, so I do not need to bring the digital camera up there, or the camera that your parents have in their bedroom. And that would leave spirit box as the last piece of evidence gathering material. So let's get the spirit box. Let's get the motion sensor. I'm going to bring up a smudge just because this ghost is obviously in hunting range, which means my sanity is within a threshold to allow it to hunt. Now, if you're brand spanking new to the game, you probably have your sanity monitor on. So every time you go to the truck, you can see where your sanity's at. Some ghosts like to hunt earlier than others. Oh my goodness, stop. You knocked the breaker, didn't you? You are naughty, naughty, Ghost Robin. Oh, no, it didn't. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Mrs. Ghost. Where are you? Okay, so here's a good tip. Are you over here near the light? Where are you? How are you? The spirit box here works on, like, a range. So the radius of this spirit box, I believe, is, like, 3 or 4 meters. I don't know the exact number off the top of my head, but if you imagine, like, there's a radius around me right now where the spirit can actually hear me and interact with the spirit box. If the spirit messes with the light, messes with the crucifix, you can track down and actually walk over to that direction where it has previously thrown something, or are you over here now? So if the ghost is manipulating something in the environment, that means the ghost is actually there. Just imagine the ghost is like an invisible NPC, and you can follow that location of wherever the interaction happened, and you'll get a spirit box response. Spirit box response means spirit. So we have that checked off. We found the correct ghost type. We still need a couple more photos, I believe. 2 more photos. Yes, elderly victim. Cool beans. Fantastic. Thank you for playing. Where did I put my photo camera? There's my photo camera. We still need to get this did you buzz off? Need to get that down. Now, since the crucifix was burned up, we could take a photo of that, and it manipulated something over here, and the EMF reader can't tell me, but since that crucifix was also burned up a second time, yes, thank you. We have all of our photo evidence. Sweet, cool beans. So let's mosey on out of here. Let's go turn on this light while we're up here. Doop-a-doop-a-doop. It's always nice to have the lights on. Again, ghost hunts, once you're used to it, they are spooky as heck. Do not get me wrong. Everything about this game is spooky as heck, but the ghost hunts, you'll get used to it. If you're a new player and you really hit the hunts, you get used to it. Don't you worry your little bum. All right. As far as we have to escape during the ghost hunt, sweet, fantastic. I like to use the flashlight for ghost hunts. I already have the whatcha-hoozer, the smudge stick on me, right? Which is really all the evidence or all the stuff we're going to need for the hunt. Anything else we really need to worry about right now? No, not really. Just go have fun. Let's bring a second smudge. We're going to have fun with this guy. This girl. Oh, and it's hunting right now. Oh, it's one way to tell if there's a hunt or not. If the light switches aren't working and you're not near the front door to hear it, like I'm clicking my bum off. Since I can't get that light switch to move, then where are you? Where are you? I do have proximity audio on. We're just going to smudge the bad girl right here. And she is already done hunting. That was lame. But we did escape the hunt. So yeah, now that the ghost is done hunting, we can play with the light switch. If you're not near the door and you cannot hear the front door lock, just go jiggle a switch. You'll find out if it's hunting or not. And yeah, just remain calm, know where your hiding spots are, and that's pretty much it. So when you're cruising around looking for the ghost room, I can tell you right now that I spot not a whole lot in here, but I can kind of tuck back here. So the ghost cannot see me through this screen. If it does manage to come around the corner, you might be SOL. But yeah, that's not why we're here. We want to have a little bit of fun. Let's go switch to an open hand, pick up the Ouija board. I'm going to right click because I'm on PC. How did you die? It didn't like that for some reason. I just asked how it died. It must be my sanity's pretty darn low, so... The cursed objects, some of them do require like enough sanity. Like you're spending your health points to play with cursed objects. So the Ouija board's one of them. Lady Robin, where you at? No, there you are. Eat some smudge and die again. Anyhoozle. Well, that was fun. So yeah, the Ouija board, the summoning circle especially, you have to be able to spend sanity in order to use it. So I've just burned up through all my sanity, I suppose. I should have popped a bunch of the medication before going into the hunt. And some things that are important to know later on as you get more comfortable with the game is sanity levels. Some ghosts like to hunt at certain sanity levels. So let's pretend our sanity board is working here. If the ghost, or if your sanity is showing like 80% sanity, that is a threshold for both a demon, and if you have proximity chat on like I do, and I'll show you right here, because I like to interact with the ghosts. I have my proximity chat always active. That way the ghost is always hearing me, makes it a little bit more, I don't know, active when the ghost gets angry at you. Anyhoozle. So yeah, demons will hunt you at around 80% of sanity threshold, or if you are talking and the ghost can hear you, a yokai can also hunt you at 80% threshold. Some ghosts drop down to 35% threshold, some are 65, most of them are 50% sanity. So as you progress in the game more, you can start looking up the more finer details of the game, or just keep a mental note of things. But yeah, we have the bone evidence has been collected. We have all 3 of the optional objectives done. All of our photos are 3 stars, and all the available photo slots have been taken up. So we are good to go with a perfect hunt. So the ghost was a spirit. We got ourselves 1,578 smackaroos. That was pretty much all I wanted to address when it came to like beginner's guides and stuff like that. Is a lot of them are going to tell you to do certain things a certain way. The best thing to do, play the tutorial. Check your journal. Let me get away from loud totem. Check your journal. Flip through, just read the things here. And another big thing that I've seen a lot of misinformation on is items and what they do. If you just click on the item, the ghostwriting book, if you look at the properties here, interaction rate is high for the 3-star. The tier 3 one, the tier 2 interaction rate is going to be lower, and its radius is going to be lower. The range is 4 meters. The spirit box, like I was showing earlier, is the range is 5 meters. The response rate is high, and the audio quality is high. If you drop down to the tier 1 spirit box, your range is dropped significantly. Another thing, a lot of people are like 50-50 on tripods. If you look at the tripod properties, the stability of the tripod, the lowest tier 1 is low. The tier 2 is medium. And the stability is high on the tier 3, and it also has the rotation control on the tier 2 and tier 3. All of which are a heck of a lot better than just placing your camera down on a surface. The ghost will absolutely try to interact with it. And if it's just sitting on the surface, chances are your camera's going to be thrown off. Cool beans, rant over. Let's get into... I want to do another creepy, scary one. Point Hope is fun, but not that fun. Yeah, it is. Let's go in here. Ready up. Start this bad boy. Welcome to Point Hope. So we have Brendan Hill. Cool beans, get an average sanity pretty darn low. I'm good at that. Have a team member escape the hunt and use a parabolic microphone. Cool beans, cool beans. Look how pretty. Sweet. So for the sake of creepy crawliness, we're going to bring a flashlight this time. We'll bring our camera and our thermometer. Chances are I'm going to be eating. Let's get the lighter. Boom, boom. Let all the textures load in a little bit here. It's taking a bit. I just recorded Horde Nights, so my computer's getting a little bit overwhelmed. Brendan, the cavalry's here, and it might end up like the Alamo, and I might get my butt kicked. But anyways, we're here. 14 degrees seems to be our ambient temperature. Now, this map, I am not 100% familiar with all of the cursed possession locations or cursed objects. They're called whatever, but they all do the same. You know what I'm talking about. Potato, potato, tomato, tomato. There's no tomato. Bloody hell, Steven, you know damn well there's tomato. Yes, dear. Yes, dear. Anywho, gonna turn on the lights. It's like, holy moly! And the flashlight makes things so much more creepier, but that did allow us to get a ghost photo off the bat and the bone evidence. Oh my goodness, my hole is now officially tight. 9.8. Dude, are you really flicking light switches? I didn't even touch the breaker box yet. Well, the one cool thing is we really don't have to venture too far to find the ghost room. It's right here. That being said, though, going up this entire map does drain a lot of sanity in the darkness if you're not hitting. Now, when you get better at the game, you will start learning different ghost personality types. The particular ghost that really likes to be in the dark is a mare. So my first suspicion will be a mare. What do I need to get rid of here? I like to clear up the table whenever I put my objects down. I like to keep my objects... Can I not pick up the egg? Oh, that's a bummer. I like to keep my objects kind of centralized here. But since I am going to be rocking the flashlight, I'm going to leave my camera here. Going to leave the thermometer here. Ghost, Brendan, you are one creepy dude. Oh, my butthole. That was like a pucker factor of 8, dude. Goosebump factor of 6. So just for the gigs, I'm going to bring in 2 crucifixes, and I'm going to bring in the, am I that nervous about not rocking a flashlight? We're going to do that. We're going to bring in a book. We're going to work in the dark if necessary. I want to make sure the crucifixes are up there to prevent an early hunt. I want to get the book cooking in there. Come back to the truck, get my flashlight, get the go-go juice, and another piece of ghost hunting equipment. Yeah. If you're really nervous about entering an objective with no crucifixes, the crucifixes do work if they're in your hand. What we're going to do is replace this bad boy here. That bad boy or hot layer. I get the ghostwriting book right there. Sweet cool beans. Our passive equipment is in there. We're just going to slap our camera onto a tripod. Cool beans. Pick up our flashlight because we're going to the deep, dangerous unknown. We'll take in some go-go juice, which will also increase our sanity a little bit. Get a bare hand to rock that tripod. If you're like, why the heck don't tripods work? You have to have a bare hand, like an empty slot to carry the tripod. If I try to pick it up with something in my hand, it ain't gonna work. But if I have my my bare open hand, then it'll work. And if I swap my item, it will also just drop the tripod wherever you're standing. Cool beans, cool beans. Rub the ding dong for my homies. I thought I heard Blood Moon Totem in there. Oh, Brendan, the lights are off, buddy. Oh, there's an orb right in front of my face. Sweet cool beans. So what we can do is I'm going to put the tripod right here. And since that particular tripod can like pan around and see the whole room, then I'm not concerned about, you know, which way it's facing. I can always go back in the truck and adjust it if I want to be a truck jockey. Big Mama's going to yell at me for that one. All right. Camera. Cool. Let's take some go-go juice because we're going to spend some time in the dark here. Didn't think I'd find you in there, did ya? Blood Moon Totem, 3-star. And since the event is over, I really don't have to contribute too much to society, but it's nice having, you know, a couple extra photos. And in fact, what I'm going to do is, if there's any more blood totems up on the other floors, I take that back. There are cursed objects that we have not 100% discovered yet. So let's go a little adventure. Shazam! Easy peasy picture. We are in the billiards games room, and I do know that the Ouija board spawns here. I believe the music box spawns right there, but again, there's going to be like other guides. So if you are really concerned about finding the cursed possession locations, there are guides out there that will give you a much better... And there's the voodoo doll. Hello, buddy. Take a picture of you. Oh, I tracked that one down. I did not know that one existed there. Sometimes it's best just to explore on your own. Holy moly. See, I spent so much time in the dark looking for the... I already got a picture of you, bud. So much time in the dark looking for the totems that, Jeez Louise, my dude, leave me alone. My sanity's been drained pretty decently, so let's get that back down. We have been away from camp for a minute here. Check the temperatures. Negative 4.1 is absolutely freezing temperature evidence. Ooh, getting there. Now, the breaker has been left on as well, which is one of the personality traits of a djinn, is it will not be able to turn off the breaker. But it will try to turn on lights to try to trip the breaker. So if the breaker is switched to off, but it just burned up another crucifix. If the breaker is off, but you've noticed the lights have been switching on, there's a lot of lights on, it could just be a djinn trying to trip the breaker. So don't always consider that the djinn is not an option if the breaker's been switched off. Just a little tidbit of personality information from the GM. I gotta pop all of my go-go juice, get my sanity back up. The current settings I have is one of the sanity medication heals 20% sanity. Sweet, cool beans. We have the ghost writing book up there. Let's go with this. Let's go with this. Let's go with... I have a flashlight. I can only carry 2 extra things. My dude. Definitely not a shade, dude. This guy is really in my bum. All right, where'd I put that ghost writing book? He did write in the ghost writing book. What a peach. Now, if you could stop messing with my lights. Nice. How are our photos looking? We need only 2 more photos already? Sweet. My dude. All right, he just manipulated the light switch. What was that? Let's get that down there. We can check the window real quick. No UV evidence on the window. Turn the lights on because this still seems dark in here. Oh well. My dude. It's no longer scary. Whatever. You do that. I'm just going to keep putting up equipment. Yep, you do your thing, bud. I'm not at all interested. Brendan, talk dirty to me, buddy. Like, seriously, where are you, bud? So I'm trying to get the parabolic microphone evidence. You can do this while the ghost is hunting, and it's somewhat easier, especially if the ghost is not... Excuse me. That doesn't count. If the ghost is not like a really fast ghost, you can easily just have it like come at you, brah, and you can usually get the parabolic evidence off of that. And since this guy's now being a brat, we'll save that for later. I'm going to put down some salt real quick, get our UV on that. We are looking for UV footprints. I do have a stack of 3 right there. Why? Because I'm a dingus and I forgot to separate the stacks. Brendan, where are you? What is your favorite color? How did you die? How old are you? Do you like being here? Do you like being here more than I like being here? Brendan, where are you? Brendan. Oh, you're over here. Some Brendan, where are you? Brendan, buddy. Brendan, buddy. Buddy, Brendan. Where are you? How did you die? When did you die? Give us a sign. Give us 3 signs. Give us a stop sign. Give us anything. Alright, so you did walk through the salt there. No ultraviolet evidence off of that salt. We're almost at the point where we can rule out ultraviolet evidence. And kind of sort of at the point where we can rule out the... That's not good. Are we good? Well, I did not expect to hunt like that. And I almost screwed it up. Rub the ding-dong for good luck, because I'm going to need it. Alright, so before we go too much further... Revenant. Yeah, I figured it out, dude. Remember earlier when I said there was ghost orbs? Yeah. Now, there is a reason why I did not check that off. Typically, it's because I am playing with Big Mama, and Big Mama usually checks it off for me. The reason why I don't like to check off orbs, let's take off orbs real quick. Take off everything. Oops. The Mimic. One of the Mimic's personality traits is it has ghost orbs as a forced evidence, but if you treat it as if it's a trick and the Mimic is a trickster, then the ghost orbs do not actually count as a Mimic. And force of habit is what screwed that one up. We got Spirit Box. We got ghost orbs. We got ghost writing. We got freezing temperatures. It is a revenant. Again, Big Mama will check off ghost orbs and I won't. That's how we keep track of maybe if it's a potential mimic or not. That was just me being complacent. That's what you get when you play with a teammate very often. So yeah, we are dealing with a revenant. We still have to get the parabolic microphone objective done, which is still sitting up there. Now, can I get rid of anything else? No, I have my 2 smudges in case this dingus tries to hunt me again. I couldn't crawl into that tent, the lighthouse tent, so we did find refuge in the shower, which hopefully Brendan's not like a shower-liking dude. Yeah. Really, you're gonna come across the map? Try to get me? No, you go away. You can't find me, go away. Got him. Really, dude? Not even interested anymore. Wait, whoa, no, we're friends. Well, what are you doing down here? No! Oh, I was hitting 1 instead of Q. But if you did notice, right at the very end there, if you hear behind the stuff, parabolic microphone evidence was captured. I was mashing 1 instead of Q. Q is how I quickly swap between evidence gathering equipment. Yeah, just go toss whatever that was, you dingus. But yeah, if the cards allow you, you can absolutely parabolic while the ghost is hunting you. We should do one more. I can't leave like that.
Welcome back. Thanks for bed.
All right, one other thing I forgot to mention in the first little rant there. There are 24 different ghosts. So that means there's 24 different personalities. So if you go over to the ghost tabs here, you can see what type of evidence the ghosts give you. But this first paragraph here, spirits are very powerful but passive, only attacking, yada, yada, yada. A lot of the first paragraph here will just be words. They really don't mean a whole heck of a lot. And the biggest tell for that will be if you go over to like the yokai, for example. Yokais are common ghosts that are attracted to human voices, which is true, but that's in the strength. Pay attention to the strength and weakness, not the first paragraph. They can usually be found haunting family homes. No. That can happen. Any map has the same chance for a yokai. So this first paragraph is really just filler text for, you know, more of a in-depth role-playing. So yeah, pay attention to the strengths and weaknesses. Talking near a yokai will anger it. Absolutely. And when hunting a yokai, can only hear voices close to it. So if you're across the map and you're hiding in a closet with a buddy, feel free to talk to your buddy. You'll be fine. So yeah, who are we going? Barbara. Isn't it like Barbara's rhubarb pie? Wasn't that like a thing for a while there? We are on Willow Street, by the way. Prevent the ghost from hunting with a crucifix. I can do that. Cleanse the area near the ghosts using incense. Absolutely. And witness a ghost event. All right. If you're playing Apocalypse difficulty, the try to get the reward. Crucifix and the ghost event are very not as fun to get. Let's get the flashlight. Let's get the camera. Let's get the thermometer. If it decides to hunt us, it's just our time to go then. But again, I want to enjoy the Blood Moon maps while we still have them. The weather unlock is this. You have a red sky and rain, but you will not have the cool decor on the map, which is kind of a bummer. Barbara, we are here. 13.9. First thing I'm going to do, turn on the light switch, grab the car keys in case the ghost decides to set off the car alarm. On this table, I'd be checking for the tarot cards, which are not there. 14.8 degrees is the ambient temperature. 15 degrees in the kitchen. Very nice. We can turn on the light. So again, common areas, which I'll be traveling through, I like to keep the lights on. That way, you know, less sanity drainage. And right off the bat, we found the fuse box right in here. Turn on the mains. We have 13.8 degrees and stable, so I'm not going to consider this the ghost room yet. Ouija board again. If we have a hard time finding the bone, we can always come back and ask that. Barbara. Barbara's bananas. Barbara's rhubarb pie. Sung in German. Yeah. We are still looking for the bone evidence. We're still looking for the ghost room. All right, 14.4. Barbara, are you in here? Where are you? And again, if it is a yokai, I'm sitting here yabbering away, dude, and my sanity gets low enough, it will hunt me at 80% sanity. If you're not talking near it, I think it drops down quite a bit. All right, let's go check in here. 16 degrees. Uh-oh, creepy dark basement it is. So the reason why I come in with the thermometer and not the EMF reader, a lot of people like to use the EMF reader, the video camera, or the thermometer. EMF reader only works if the ghost manipulates something and you're near it enough for the EMF reader to go off. The video camera is great because you're looking for ghost orbs, but that only counts for 11 of the 24 ghosts. So less than half of the ghosts have ghost orbs. So using the camera to track it down, just not my cup of tea. Thermometer is just like a really, right here. See how it just dropped down to 7 degrees? Thermometer is just the way I like to go. It is the most pronounced way to find it. But since we're down here, let's drop this. And another tactic I like to use since the breaker box is on and I'm turning on lights is I will drop my flashlight kind of in the entrance of the ghost room. That way, if the lights go out while I'm traveling back and forth, I know the lay of the land enough where I can travel mostly in the dark. But these lights right here are on, so I'm not losing any sanity unless I'm cursed. And I'm just going to walk on through. Sweet. So if you don't have night vision on and you feel very comfortable walking in pitch black for the most part, then yeah, just go ahead and drop your flashlight. We'll get both the crucifixes. We will get our book to cook. Cookbook. I never thought of it that way. And then there's these guys. I don't like that those things exist. All right, so we're going to put this first crucifix just to cover like the hallway and stuff in case the ghost tries to reach. This second crucifix, we could probably plunk right there. Good. So the ghost's favorite room has been covered in crucifixes. Let's get the ghost writing book down. Sweet Shazam. Awesome. Fantastic. See you in a bit. I walk this lonely road. Turn on some lights while we're going through. But again, if you come across any video that tells you to play this game a certain way, click off because immediately that person is full of it. Play this game however you like. Get comfortable. You can even change the settings and have it on like friendly ghosts and stuff just until you're used to everything. You do not have to immediately go in and be spooked of the game. We're going to bring the spirit box. We'll go look for some Orbeez. We'll get that bad boy on here. And experienced players, if you're playing with new players, don't forget, you are new ones too. You're going to have some patience there, yo. Let's turn off the flashlight. Let's turn off this light. On my little tiny screen here, I can already see an orb right in between the shelves. All right, well, that was fun. Oh, you know what? Since the audience might not be able to see it, and I might be breezing through edit here. Let me see if I can get it pop up again on that little tiny screen. There it is. It's by this candle. Little tiny Orby flowing around. Sweet. You know what? This? Yeah, we'll put this camera right here. Sweet, cool beans, fantastic. What else is in the goodie bag? So throw down the EMF reader. We'll throw down... Oh, the spirit box. Now, this ghost has not been overly active, so let's try this thing. Where are you? How old did you die? Where did you die? Barbara. How many bananas can you fit in your purse? Which purse am I talking about? Prison purse, prison wallet? You'll never know. Barbara, how did you die? Where did you die? Give us a sign. Barbara, where are you? Give us a sign. Where did you die? How did you die? All right, we'll wait for the ghost to manipulate the environment a bit more before we try tracking her down with the spirit box. Let's take a quick reading here. 2.7 degrees. Sweet, fantastic. And if you see your breath, the way I look at it is a breath off of breath cold air. Use that as a reminder to check your temperatures. Way back in the day, that used to mean freezing temperatures. Anymore, it only indicates that you're in the ghost room. It no longer means freezing temperatures. So if you're watching like a really old, even like Insim, who's a really spectacular person to watch, you know, back in the day, they're like, oh, breath, automatic freezing temperatures. That's not the case anymore, guys. Let's see what we got going on here. Crucifix, incense, ghost event. We can still keep on trucking with our evidence gathering stuff. Let's bring in the dots to get the UV down here. You park your bum right there and you stay there. Famous last words. All right. Let's see. Can we place it on the ceiling? Not really. I want to have the whole area covered here. Let's just put this right there. Sweet. Fantastic. Let's get Uvula. Let's go check for fingerprints on the doors and the environment. Now, there is one ghost that is currently coming to mind. Ooh, lights are flickering. You know what that means. Get your camera ready. You might be in for a show. One ghost that comes to mind whenever there's not a whole lot of activity is a shade. Its personality type is if you're near it, it does not like to make its presence known. Hello. So dots are absolutely a thing. Wraith, Phantom, Banshee, Goryo. Oh, Goryo's a good one to touch up on. Theo, Yokai. So there is a lot of small little details for each ghost, which makes every like investigation a bit unique. But for the giggles, oh, I need my camera. Get my camera back. And it just touched a door. Let's get the UV over here. What door did you touch? We're still trying to track down UV evidence, but back on personality types of ghosts. The Goryo. If you are having a hard time finding like the last piece of evidence and Goryo is on the board, try using the video camera to look for the ghost dots. The Goryo's personality trait, and we can turn the light back on so I'm not losing sanity. Goryo's personality trait, Goryo. A Goryo will usually only show itself on camera if there are no people nearby. That is referring to Goryo passes through dots. So using a video camera is the only way to see it. This paragraph actually does hold true. But again, this stuff up here, take it with a grain of salt and the shot of penicillin. So Goryo will usually show itself on camera if there are no people nearby. You do not have to go to the truck to use the camera. You can hold the camera and see the dots through the video camera. Just a little tidbit of information. So you don't have to go camp out in the truck. It's always good to know that. Yeah, if you want to be around for more ghost activity. So the ghost is not written in the high body of the book yet. Let's go check temperatures right quick while we're here. 2.1 degrees. Not a very active ghost, but since the Goryo can only be seen dots on camera, we are going to go cross that bad boy out. So we'll double check our photo, which we did not get. But you're not off the hook yet there, non-Goryo. Thank you. Any ultraviolet evidence on touching the door? Not really. Goryo, why do I keep calling the darn thing a Goryo? We know it's not a Goryo. Could be a Dio. Dio, you cutie patootie, you want to show yourself a little bit there, dude? And I don't believe shade is an option anymore, is it? No shade. So it's just a very quiet ghost. Interesting. Cool. Well, we're not getting a whole heck of a lot other than dots happening, so let's go back up to the truck, go try to bring down some more fun toys. Alright, as far as the fun toys I want to bring down, we're going to get some salt, and we're going to get a firelight, and we're going to bring our igniter, because I forgot to bring that down like a bad word that I'm not going to use on YouTube. But, dumbass. Red Foreman, dumbass. Cleanse, well, okay, cool. Cool. That's all the evidence gathering stuff. So the reason why I'm bringing the firelight, even though it's not really an objective, is the EMF reader, and hopefully I'll be able to show it off and show you what I'm talking about. Salt there, salt there, salt there. It's already stepping through the salt. So the reason why I brought the salt down was UV. We're looking for footprints. The current settings I have on, there's only a 50% chance of footprints, and they don't last very long. It just kind of forces me to stay in the ghost room more, but you play however the heck you want to play. All right, I see the lights flickering a little bit. Get my camera ready for hopefully a ghost photograph. And what I'm going to do with the candle is put that right there. Ooh, there's something jiggle wiggling. All right, EMF 5 evidence, or yeah, EMF 5 evidence, and it touched something over here. But if you're having a hard time gathering evidence, the firelight will almost always give you the EMF 5 evidence if it's a piece of evidence available for the ghost. So for now, let's go EMF reader 5, Wraith. So here's another example of ghost personalities. Wraiths do not touch the floor when they're walking. Let's go find this bad boy. Wraiths will never touch the ground, meaning it can't be tracked by footprints. Ooh, it does not like me touching things in what places, whatnots. So if the ghost has walked through salt like this, then that means it's not a wraith. So we can also cross that one off. And again, this is getting more advanced stuff. So we know it's not a Goryo because we saw the dots with our naked eye. We know it's not a wraith because it's stepping through salt. So now we're looking for Oni or a Raiju. Oni, we are looking for freezing temperatures. Raiju, where are you? There it is. We're looking for ghosty orbs, which we did see. Again, I don't like to check that one off the bat in case it's a mimic, then I forget that was a thing. We did see the ghosty orbs. We can turn this off. Dots I want to keep up because I still want to get that spooky ghost photograph. Thank you. Appreciate you. Ghost photograph is worth a couple extra bucks. So, now that that's done, and you can use the dots to take the ghost photograph. Works very nicely. Put those bad boys away. There is our crucifix interaction. Wait for the sparks to float away. Then we get ourselves the burnt crucifix. We need 2 more photos. Hello, salts. All right, just blow out the candlelight. Show that EMF 5, would you, dear? This will just toss yonder. Show off the firelight. That's not the firelight. Don't make me cleanse you. I'll cleanse all over you, Barbara. All right, so I decided to come up to the kitchen, have a little fun, and we have the Ouija board set up. I've also got the black salt around the whole kitchen island here. That particular black salt will slow down the ghost whenever it's hunting you. I've got some smudges on me. Let's go have a little bit of fun. And one correction I want to make on the Grafton farmhouse. Yes, cursed objects do require sanity to use, but if you try to use the cursed object while the ghost is already hunting, you'll just burn up through the entire cursed object, whatcha-who's or whatcha-ma-bobber. So I have one smudge on me, so what I'm going to do is... Oh, the firelight went out. That's right, I was going to do the EMF thing. We'll worry about that later. We're going to cleanse the area near the ghost, which you can do while the ghost is hunting, but for now, we're just going to cleanse the ghost area. Get that final objective done. Crucifix. Crucifix we're going to put somewhere else, because I want the ghost to have a little fun with us. May as well just bring it with us. Throw it up in the kitchen here. And if you leave the ghost room while you have a cursed object active, like the music box or the Ouija board here, if I activated it and left the room, the Ouija board will burn up and it'll cause a cursed hunt. Goodbye. I have voice activation on and the Ouija board was listening to me. It thought I asked a question. When did you die? $613 years? 613 years ago. Cool. How did you die? FIL. I'm going to assume that you died by filming. Snuff film. Oh, that's gross, dude. You shouldn't do snuff film stuff. Goodbye. Does that count? Oh, I'm up here, by the way. What's up, girl? Where you going? You're creepy. Thank you for not being an ankle biter. I would not be doing this if I thought you're going to be an ankle biter. So yeah, that salt is really slowing down the ghosts. Yeah, that was nothing. Did I even need... I didn't even burn through any smudges, did I? Nope. Cool. How did you die? Hell. Alright, it fell. What's your favorite color? How old are you? 3 years old. You're looking mature for your age. You're looking really mature for being 3 years old. I ain't scared of you, dude. So, I can just sprint away, get the corners, smudge this dude. You really don't need the salt. And there's that. Alright, cool. Lights back on, please. And the question on everyone's mind. How many pickles can you fit in your rectum? Am I out of sanity? Goodbye? How many pickles can you fit in your rectum? How many pets have you owned? Lame. Absolutely lame. Fine. You want to do it this way? Let's do it this way. I'll leave the room without saying goodbye. And that's what happens when you do that. Cool beans? Cool beans. Now this is what's called a cursed hunt. It just lasts longer, really. What's up, loser? I ain't scared of you. You get too close, I'm just gonna smudge you. Oh, shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Oh, shoot. Oh, boy. That's what I get for being a smart aleck. Yeah. You won. Oh, man. Another lesson, guys. Don't get too cocky. It's fun. But if it really matters to you, don't get cocky. You can always play cautiously and not lose $2,000 or whatever it costs to replenish my supplies. Oh, well. It's fun. I have 136 grand. I'll be fine with that. But that, guys, that was a few hunts. Where we at? We are at an hour and 3 minutes. I'm going to try to edit this down so it's not so darn boring for everyone. But I greatly appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Phasmophobia will always be one of my most favorite games. Big Mama and I play the heck out of this game. We love it. Find yourselves a teammate. Buy the game for a friend. Try to play with your friends. It's great. So yeah, due to technical difficulties, we do not have the special Phasmo that we really wanted to do today. But for now, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I greatly appreciate y'all hanging out. Enjoy the heck out of the game. Play the tutorial, get to learn it a bit more. Read the journal. It'll help you out a lot with the beginner stuff. Go in, change the settings. So the settings, I think you have to be a couple levels until you unlock custom settings, but don't be afraid to be eaten by a ghost. Like, just go have fun. Dumb down the settings if you want to have an easier way to learn. But yeah, I really appreciate y'all hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I'll catch you in the next one.